Welcome back, everyone, to the Kansas City Royals franchise here in MLB The Show 21. We are here in the ALCS for the first time in this series. Remember, last season in year number 2, year 1 we did not make the playoffs. Year 2 we did. We had to take on the Yankees in the divisional round, and we got beat by them in Game 5. So we took it 2-2. They beat us in game number 5. So there's a little bit of a rivalry starting to brew here between both of these teams, eyeing a World Series championship. Obviously, the New York Yankees have been in our way since this series began. So we've got to take it to them here in game number 1. We got to win this thing. We're going up against a really tough pitcher. That's Garrett Cole. Had a really good season this year, and so far, so good. He's got 2 quick outs. Leadoff hitter going down. Ground ball. Whit Merrifield. Another ground ball here. Ketel Marte to Rougned Odor playing in the shift. And then, of course, Benintendi with the strikeout. He's trying to check his swing. So 3 up, 3 down. Now it's going to be up to Jose Berrios, who went 9 innings, a complete game, a shutout, by the way. Yeah, 9 innings, 1 game, 1 appearance. Pitched well, man. .44 whip. Hopefully we can get that kind of Jose Berrios here in this matchup because we need it. We definitely need it. 2 up, 2 down in the early going in the bottom of the first. Next batter up, that's Jose Ramirez, signing a big-time contract for those New York Yankees in the last offseason. He's going to hit that ground ball in the shift to Whit Merrifield. Makes the play. Still seeking our first hit of the game. 2 down here. Brian Hayes. Fly ball, line drive out to Giancarlo Stanton for the out. And we're still seeking our first knock of the ball game. Let's go to the bottom second inning here. We've got Stanton getting a walk, and then Gleyber Torres striking out. Did not like that pitch. Looked a little high to me as well. Luke Voigt's going to strike out here. A little bit of a low pitch. But Berrios gets the call. We got 2 strikeouts here in this inning. Ground ball here up the middle. Baez corrals this, makes an easy throw, and we're out of the second inning. So let's go to the top of the third. We got Valoria, Taylor, and Mondesi coming up. Valoria with the out. So there's 1 down here in the top of the third. And Michael Taylor flies out to center fielder Tim LeCastro. Next batter up, Mondesi. Ground ball here to Voit. He makes the easy play, touches the bag, and again, we're still seeking our first hit. It's going to be something to note here, guys. Strikeout on Tim LeCastro, easy play for Valoria, and the Yankees are also seeking their first hit. Finally, we get a base runner here against Garrett Cole, and it took a while, 4 innings to be exact. So Benintendi gets on. Ketel Marte had a good pitch to hit. And if you guys see the PCI placement there, we just missed it. Got to get that up a little bit in that strike zone. We probably could have had a really big-time knock, probably a home run type of ball there. But either way, ground ball here to Torres, makes the flip over to Odor, and the play is made. And again, we're still seeking our first hit. But at least we got a base runner. I guess that's what counts. But easy play there. And again, the Yankees, they're also seeking their first hit. Done with the 4th inning. Berrios pitching well, continues to pitch lights out here for Brian Hayes. Line drive, but Torres had him played perfectly here in the top of the 5th. And man, I feel you. I feel you, Hayes. I feel you, man. It's been a rough go, really rough go. Valoria comes up. He's gonna fly out, and through 5, no knocks. Bottom 5. This is gonna be a base knock, or is it? Oh, Mondesi, did he make the catch? No. They're gonna say it fell right in front of Mondesi and bounced right back into his glove. So Gleyber Torres gets the first knock for the Skankies. Ground ball here, Luke Voigt. Merrifield takes it himself. Nice double play turn right there. So unassisted for the second baseman. Here's a leap by Merrifield. He can't make the play, and neither can Michael Taylor. So you got to wonder if that line drive and the leap by Merrifield threw him off a little bit out there, thinking he was going to possibly make the catch. He just took a bad route to it. Either way, it's a base knock here for Urshela, and then a 2-run shot. Berrios gives up the big knock to Higashioka. Yep. Well, that happened, and that's unfortunate that it did, because the Yankees have a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and you still got to get some batters out. That's Greg Allen, ground ball, little bunt. Can't make the play. Allen's too fast, and now the pressure's on. Berrios still out there. He's firing, but Greg Allen going to get gunned thanks to the strong arm by Maybers Valoria, and we're out of the inning. So now it's up to the offense here. Let's get something going. Here's a ground ball to Gleyber. Nice play across the diamond. Urshela gave it everything he had on the dive, but Gleyber Torres was right there to clean it up and make the fancy footwork play, man. That's a great play. Michael Taylor is out. So one down here in the top of the sixth, and we're laying down a bunt. Get there. 92 speed. Mondesi. He looked like he might have been out. It was a close play, but they're not going to even challenge this. That was a bang-bang play, and the no-hitter is donezo. But here's a deep fly ball to left field, and that is not going to carry enough. It was good PCI placement. Probably could have been a little bit better, and it would have gone out. But, man, we are just seeking the big knock here. Here's a ball taken by Benintendi with a stolen base for Mondesi. And in a 2-0 count, it sets up pretty nicely here for another walk for Benintendi. That's what we really want. We want 2 runners on base here, then get a big knock here coming up. And in a 3-0 count, that's going to lead to ball 4. And now that's what we got. We got Ketel Marte with a big knock here to right, but Stanton had him played deep to begin with, and he lines out straight to him. So unfortunately, Kansas City can't clutch up here in the 6th inning. Let's go to the bottom 6, and Ketel Marte has problems as well in the outfield. We cannot make the play. It's going to roll all the way close to that warning track, but Rougned Odor rolls in with a triple. He just kept running hard, and that's unfortunate because now we got Jose Ramirez coming up, and in a 1-0 count, you can't make that type of pitch, and that's going to go in the seats. It is now 4 to Zippo. Skankies. That sucks. Sucks. That hurts so bad. It's hard to come back now in a 4-0 deficit here late in the game. I mean, we got like 4 innings left to go. Actually, 3 innings left to go. 7, 8, and 9. We got to scratch across 4 runs somehow. But 5th strikeout here for Berrios. He's also going to get Gleyber Torres, as long as Gloria makes the play, and he does. So we're going to go to the top of the 7th inning. Here comes the Royals. Javi Baez, base knock, back up the middle with nobody down. Garrett Cole still out there. 80th pitch coming up. 0-1 count with a runner on first base, and that is going to be taken for a strike. That was a nice pitch by Garrett Cole, a knuckle curve, but he did something on that pitch. Got both hands on his back, trying to work through some stiffness, but they're going to take him out of the game in a 4-0 game. Yankees like their odds here, especially with the lefty Zach Britton going up against a lefty Ryan O'Hearn, and then 0-2 pitch. And O'Hearn offers the nasty slider. He's going to strike out. Here's another 0-2 pitch. Inside fastball, high and in, and Valoria can't handle it. So 2 lefties. The Yankees might have lucked out. I thought we were lucking out there, but we didn't. I don't know how else to describe it. We didn't luck out in that situation. That was sucky, man. Man, I thought we were going to have that. We got Garrett Cole coming out of the game. He had our number the whole way through and got to get to the bullpen, and unfortunately it was lefty on lefty the whole way, so that sucked. But Jacob Junis coming on after giving up a base hit, and he's going to be able to turn this double play as we go around the horn. As Brian Hayes tosses back to second, over to first, double play. Now Tanner Rainey comes on, and Michael Taylor is going to offer here at a ball. But when he's throwing about 98, that's a tough guy to hit. 97-mile-an-hour fastball here, high and up. Well, high and out, I should say. High and up. High and out. Ground ball here to first base, and that's going to do it for Mondesi. But a base knock here by Whit Merrifield in the top of the 8th. Here comes Benintendi, 0-0 pitch, and that is going to be served right up the middle. Nobody's going to get there. Now look at Castro firing to third base, but Merrifield, the savvy little base running there, is going to get to third. Now a 2 down. We got runners on the corners in a 1-2 count. Here's a deep drive to center field, but LeCastro looks like he's got it under control, and he does. Ketel Marte's had the power stroke going on tonight, just has not been able to find many gaps. But take a look at this. We got LeCastro after a base hit for him. He's going to come on and steal a bag, and now the very next pitch, he's going to steal third. And with 1 down, the lefty, James Paxton, LeCastro's just got big jumps on the big maple. But Paxton's going to strike his man out. Next batter up. He's going to get the fly out. Michael Taylor makes the play, and we are done with the 8th inning. So last chance here for Kansas City. Cody Hoyer going to come on. He's had 2 appearances so far in the postseason, and he's been pretty solid. And when he's throwing a 100-mile-an-hour sinker, yeah, that's a real tough pitcher to face off against, and you can see it in action live right there. 100 miles an hour. So you see it at the top, and it starts breaking down. It's like, is that a fastball? Is it a sinker? Is it going to start diving and dipping on me? Man, it's tough. He's tough. He's a very, very tough pitcher to handle. But we can't get anything going, guys. We didn't have a single base runner in the top of the 9th inning. And the game is over. So the New York Skankies, well, I got to give them some credit, right? So the New York Yankees get the win here in game number 1. They're now up on us 1-0 which means in simulation here, we have to get a win. We have to get a win. And I hope and pray to my lucky stars out there that we do, because it's not going to be easy. Let's go ahead and simulate this thing, and we do. We get a win, luckily. 8-4 is your final score. And the offense came to play today. 11 hits. We also made an error in the infield, but we did score 4 runs in the 7th, and then 4 runs in the 12th. So this game went to extra innings. A lot of our pitchers were taxed, especially Chris Bubich went 4 2/3. Singer also went 4 2/3, but our bullpen was able to shut those Yankees down in the later part of the game. All right, so now the 2 games in New York are done and over with, and we split the series. That is huge, by the way. We go back to Kansas City, so now we're at home. We got Jordan Montgomery, the former Yankee, taking these guys on, and hopefully we can get a win in front of our hometown fans and go up on this series 2-1, and then we'll simulate game number 4 and see if we can get up 3-1. That would be absolutely epic. Let's see if we can do it here. But so far, so good for Jordan Montgomery. He's got 3 quick outs that took him 9 pitches to get through the first 3 batters. You got to like that efficiency. All right. Going up against Diego Garcia. This should be a little bit easier of a task. He has been pitching well in this postseason, but he's a little bit slower than Garrett Cole. He's slower than Cody Hoyer. And Tanner Rainey, of course. So they've got some heat coming out of that bullpen, too, as well. So Diego Garcia not throwing as hard, so I like my chances here to time this guy up. But right now, through 12 pitches in the first, we have yet to time him up. It looks like, yeah, we have yet to time him up. Ketel Marte almost hit this for a home run, but again, he's showing he's going into the gaps. Even in his outs, he's going into the gaps with these outs, but unfortunately, he just can't find the hole. And this home run, we skip ahead to the top of the 3rd. Pedro Severino, the catcher for New York. He could be playing DH today. I'm not sure where exactly he's playing, but he does hit a solo home run off the lefty, Jordan Montgomery, and that is going to give New York the lead, the early lead. We're still early in this ball game. Anything can happen. That is our first knock of the game as Mabrys Valoria drives it up the middle, and here's a nice play again by Gleyber Torres, getting the throw across the diamond. And we've got a bunt attempt here by Mondesi, and Rougned Odor was playing way too deep against a guy that likes to bunt like Mondesi. That's way too deep. He had to barehand that. Could not get the throw off, but here is Whit Merrifield. Had a good pitch to hit. Just got underneath this one. PCI wasn't even on it. And we're going to pop it up here. Shallow outfield. And Gleyber makes the play. Mondesi's going to steal this base. Now we got 2 runners in scoring position for Brian Hayes. And an 0-2 pitch. Let's get it done, baby. We got to take the lead here. We got to at least have a lead. Can we do it in gameplay? Base knock? Could be. It could fall in. Greg freaking Allen in center field makes a diving grab, a sliding grab to take 2 runs away from Kansas City. God dang it, that sucks. But let's go to the 4th inning. Jose Ramirez is going to strike out. He's going to strike out looking. That's number 3 for Jordan Montgomery. Now the fans are starting to get into it. They're waving the towels back there, and Jordan Montgomery's feeling it now. That's strikeout number 4. You got to like to see that. So let's go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We get a walk here. That's Mabrys Valoria, but line drive right back to 3rd baseman Gio Urshela. And Michael Taylor's done for his AB. Still bottom 5, 2-2 count. And here's Mondesi showing a little bit of gap power, but just got underneath this changeup, and that's going to be an easy fly ball for center fielder Greg Allen. And that's going to do it for the Royals' 5th inning. Let's go to top 6. Here is a base hit back to left field. It's a leadoff single for the Yankees. In the top of the 6th, Jose Ramirez, ground ball. Hayes over to Merrifield, back to first. Double play. Montgomery's been pitching really well. Against this Yankees team that we know can hit, they can hit the cover off the baseball. He's been pitching well, man. 1 run through 6 innings. he just threw a quality start against his tough-hitting lineup. You love to see it. But Diego Garcia's really had our number here today. I mean, seriously, he's been getting us off balance. He's been throwing some good off-speed pitches. We just have not been able to time him up at all. Our offense and gameplay through these first 2 games has been abysmal. But bottom 7, Javi Baez steps up with perhaps the biggest hit of the gameplay in this ALCS. A tying solo shot off of Diego Garcia. We finally timed him up. That off-speed pitch, that curveball, he left it hanging, and Baez knew exactly what to do with it. And that is going to do it for Garcia. He's done for the day now. They're going to go to their bullpen, and again, they're going with Zach Britton. So Zach Britton can throw some heat. He's got 9 strikeouts and 1 walk. He is very deceptive with that slider coming up against lefties. So they bring him in against Benintendi, but he does walk him, which leads us in a good situation with righty on lefty. That's CJ Cron, but he's going to ground out into double play. And, you know, he only saw 1 pitch at that point. Probably, hindsight's 2020, would have probably liked to go after seeing 3, 4 pitches. You would have loved to see that happen, but unfortunately, we couldn't lay off. But we do get a strikeout here. That was clutch. As you guys saw, Mabrys Valori also struck out looking, which wasn't good. But this isn't good either. Top 8, and this is another extra base hit late for the Yankees. They've been doing this even in the last game that we just saw. And then Urshela coming up against Montgomery. He's still pitching. He's still out there. Tried to throw a cut fastball on the inside part of the plate, and Urshela knew exactly what to do with it. He sends it all the way to the wall, and that is going to be an RBI for Urshela, and that is going to do it for Montgomery. So we thought we could squeeze 1 more inning out of Jordan, and he couldn't quite clutch it up and get it done. So we're going to bring in James Paxton. We like that lefty-lefty type of deal here. So Paxton gets on, gets that ground ball. That's a nice play by CJ Cron. Paxton fields his position nicely. And now we got a situation where we've got Michael Taylor against Tanner Rainey. We don't like that matchup, the righty on righty. We want Ryan O'Hearn, the lefty, on the righty. So we want that matchup. But full count here. O'Hearn had the slider. Look at where that PCI was. We were thinking inside fastball more specifically, but we got the slider. And unfortunately, he couldn't quite get into it just enough, as he's going to get that fly out to Giancarlo. But we do get Mondesi on with a walk, and he's going to steal a bag. So with 1 down in a 2-1 game. Now that is not as fast as Mondesi could run, at 19.6. I've seen him run faster than that. But in a 2-1 game, 2-2 pitch, Merrifield strikes out. The pitch was right down the middle, and Tanner Rainey's feeling it. He says, give me the ball back. Give me that thing. We got to get this done here. But runners on the corners, as Mondesi, by the way, would steal third base. So I forgot to show that, but he did steal third base. But in the runners on the corner situation, we got Ketel Marte up against Aroldis Chapman. He threw a pitch right down the middle, and we couldn't time it up just enough. We timed it up with the good timing, but you need to be early on that pitch to do anything with it, not hit it to the deepest part of the ballpark. And so unfortunately, Ketel Marte could not quite clutch it up here in the bottom of the 8th. And we are now here in the top of the 9th. As you see, Jordan Montgomery's stat line pitched well, man. I thought he was lights out today. You know, two runs scored against him. Either way, I thought he was lights out. But Kyle Zimmer comes on and does a job and gets us into a manageable situation here in the bottom of the 9th. But Javi Baez against Nick Goody is going to strike out at a terrible, terrible pitch. You can't swing at that thing. You can't offer at that thing. And Benintendi has to protect that nasty slider high and inside. This is a really tough pitch to do anything with. Here's a base hit. Nice slider to hit right down the middle. And CJ Cron is on. We could win this thing with a home run. Mabrys Valoria, step up, kid. Had a good pitch to hit. 2-seam fastball high and in, and just could not quite do anything with it. And guys, we are 0-2 in gameplay today. 0-2 in gameplay. We need the sim gods to save us from ourselves. Yankees take game number 3 in Kauffman. And they're now up 2-1 in this series. Our offense has not been good. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I have not been good with hitting in these first 2 games. I don't know what is going on. Probably because I haven't played the game in a month. That's probably a good reason. Maybe I need to go into practice for these next few games. I can't lose. We can't lose to the Yankees. Not when this is the last year of gameplay. We can't have that happen. But coming right out of the in-game screen, you guys, just so that you know, there's no fudging going on. Just we come right out of the game screen, or the post-game screen. We simulate this, and we get a win. So we win this thing, 7-5. New York actually had more hits than us. They had 15 in this matchup, but we scored the runs. We had 9 hits on 7 runs, and Lynch was great. 5 innings, 10 hits allowed, but he locked it down. Only 2 earned against him, so he got it done, guys. So we, in gameplay, are 0-2, and in sim we're 2-0. So that's where the series stands right now, 2-2. I don't know. Do you guys think that we're going to get this done? Post it in the comment section below. Do you think we're going to get it done? I'm 0-2 against the New York Yankees. And we got to play this next game. So if we lose, they're up 3-2, and then we got to play the next one because it's an elimination game. Likewise, vice versa. If we win 3-2, we got to play the next one because it's an elimination game. We got to try to win that thing and get that footage, get that celebration footage, right? So, man, we got at least 3 more games to play. It could go to a Game 7. Hopefully it doesn't. I don't want to be in that situation. I want to be in that territory. But guys, leave a like if you like this thing. I'll see you later on next week for more Royals action. And hopefully we can get this thing won to head to the 2023 World Series. I'll see you guys in the next one. As always, thank you for watching, and peace.